We feel so good.
We're having a great time.
Going down there. And we went the wrong way. Back we go. And we went the wrong way again.
2 more miles and we'll be in town eating delicious cheeseburgers.
Holy sh**.
What was your favorite town?
Favorite town? I liked Hanksville a lot. It seemed to have a lot of hardworking people that were trying to make Hanksville a cool place to be. I remember him looking at us and looking at our packs, and then the inevitable, y'all hiking something?
Hi, so I'm Pina. Pulled in and just saw the bag sitting there and instantly knew that we found some thru hikers. Figured we say hello, and here we are, giving a camper tour now.
Why did you buy the camper?
Just living a nice nomadic lifestyle now. Wanted to travel around a little bit more. Just really like being active, and being outside is a great place to do that. A lot better than a gym.
Yeah.
Welcome. So this is the humble abode. We have the full kitchen here. Nice sink, lots of storage above, beside, as well as up top here. Flips down to be a bunk bed for your super ultralight friend.
Wait, that's cool.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Really, this whole thing?
Yeah, so this whole part folds down and it just sits on these ledges. For when I'm off the grid for quite a while, I got a big battery bank down here, as well as an inverter on top of it. So yeah, I can operate the inverter from a hole up here in the seat, which is kind of cool.
Have you been taking advantage of the public lands out here?
Yeah, so I've been using an app called iOverlander, and that's been great for finding parking lots as well as good spots on BLM land, which I've been using quite a bit. Fun to just drive out into the wilderness and park up, set up your home for a couple days, and you got the whole place to yourself.
Our first 00 in Hanksville.
It's all over now.
Our first objective was to climb up and over the Henry Mountains. We were happy to leave the desert for a day and see everything from way up high. At the time, I don't think either of us knew that a week from now, we'd be trapped, bushwhacking down a river, trying our best not to go totally insane.
We found water.
Delicious, clear, cold spring water.
It's so nice to be back in the mountains where the water is so cold and clear. I love it.
We just saw a guy kind of posted up out here in a tent with his dog and his old truck. I don't know, it kind of makes you think, like, what am I going to be doing when I'm older?
And what did he say to us?
He said that if he was younger, he'd be doing what we were doing. And we get that a lot. But you know, I meet those people in places that are pretty cool in the backcountry. You don't really have to hike 1,000 miles to enjoy the mountains and get something out of it. I think you can have your own little adventure. So maybe he'll go on a little adventure with his dog in the next couple days, thinking about us in the middle of nowhere here. I call this the rowboat. It's a new pole technique that I'd made up on this road walk. Quite effective. We made it.
Tomorrow we're gonna head up on the ridge. Way up there. Be excited to be on top of a mountain.
Yeah.
Should be good.
I love the Henrys. It was so nice to be in a cooler environment, and then visually just nice to be in the alpine and to be surrounded by that alpine, more welcoming environment. I think that in my heart, I'm just a mountain girl through and through. But yeah, I mean, I love the desert because it challenges me. Yeah, I love the Henrys.
The Henrys were the last mountain range to be added to a map of the American West. There's a mystery of gold here. The story goes, the Spanish explorers in the 17th century located a big gold mine high up in the mountains and forced the Indians who lived there to extract it. There was a terrible battle, and the Indians won. Then, when they were covering up the mine, a medicine man put a great curse on the place. For anyone who uncovered the mine, their blood would turn to water and poison weeds would grow instead of corn. Of course, this didn't stop dreamers from exploring the Henrys, but dehydration, sickness, and death did for people like Al Henny, who was last seen in 1933 walking towards the mountains with nothing but a gunny sack of bacon, oatmeal, a frying pan, and a coffee pot. His body was never found. For us, our fate was much less dramatic. We were just trying to get off the mountain. No gold or curses for us today. What do you think?
I think it's time to get back to the hot desert.
Where do we go?
Right there. That's our road right there.
The hayduke is divided by dirt roads. You get on a dirt road and you walk to an area that's challenging, and it just like throws you to the wolves, and all you want to do is get to another dirt road. And then you get to that dirt road and you walk for a while on the dirt road. It feels good to stretch your legs, and then you're just thrown into another like level of a video game.
We were over there this morning, and now we're here in Tarantula Mesa. We got water in a tire, which is nice. There's a bug dying. Should we save it? Come on, little bug. Saved to live another day. Should we save every bug in this town? Just kidding. We have 3 miles to the drop off, but we will deal with that tomorrow.
After hiking 250 miles on the hayduke, we had settled into the rhythm of a long hike. It's a simple existence, where the joys are even simpler. Like tonight, watching a pretty sunset and feeling small in this tiny corner of Earth.
Another morning. We're waking up a little earlier these days. That's nice.
Yay, 7 o'clock.
Yeah. We're headed on some road until the big drop of Tarantula Mesa. And from there, the maps is just a little confusing.
We're almost a month into this hike.
What's going well?
My feet are still walking.
We're feeling stronger, but we're definitely having some problems too. Some pain here and there.
Oh, a pack rat chewed my spoon last night. That's my fault for leaving my spoon out.
The sun never stops, so maybe some clouds this afternoon. Yeah, time to get stepping.
We have like 3.5 miles of road walking this morning, so that should be really nice. And then we get off the road, cross country for under a mile, drop. Once we're in, that's the part that I can't conceptualize. And then we're gonna reach the edge of something, and we have to kind of walk around that to the right.
Here it is.
You found it? There's the cairns over there.
This is what we're dropping into. Oh.
And now, I think I'm gonna go this way. Even though it's kind of tough. Actually, no, I'm gonna go this way. So, we came from over there, dropped, and then we contoured all the way this way. and then dropped. Here we are in nothingness country.
Nothing country.
Also note, you will be generally contouring along a flat bench below an escarpment of erosion-resistant mud.
It certainly looks like a large thing of mud up here.
Yeah, because if you're doing this, you're not contouring anything. You're just going to go up and over this.
Yeah.
Which we don't want to do that.
Yeah.
We drop and then we basically come back. But see, that's why I felt like that wasn't the main drainage. Oh yeah, it goes up, man. It's right over there.
I think the hayduke could be tough because it really compounds on itself. Maybe one individual section isn't terrible, but you throw them back to back to back and they start to wear you down. Sometimes you don't have any water, but the terrain's pretty easy. And sometimes you have all the water you need and the terrain is slow going and difficult. There's always seemed to be something that was adding to the level of difficulty. Swab Canyon, 10 out of 10 we enjoyed.
Wouldn't swap it for the world.
Wouldn't swab it for the world. And now we're headed up the infamous switchback.
The bird trail switchbacks. And we remember it from caching food.
Capitol Reef was once home to the Freedmont Indians, who referred to the land as the Sleeping Rainbow. Here lies the Water Pocket Fold, an incredible warp in the Earth's crust that extends for nearly 100 miles. The fold was difficult to navigate over commercially until John Burr developed a trail in 1876 to move cattle back and forth between the winter and summer ranges.
So we're going up the bird trail switchbacks now, and it's just a nice dirt road with crazy views. Also, the Henrys. Just a few days ago we were sending down those ridge lines. So right at the top we left one of our food and water caches.
Looking at some hayduke hikers. We got moose and bugs. We're here a week ago. No other hayduke hikers. It's just us in our own bubble.
Here's our cache. We're gonna have Jarhead do the honors. Fuck me up, dude. This one's really deep. Are you happy?
Yeah.
I see beef jerky!
Oh, we got this too. Nice.
Yes. And now we are starting our canyon walk in Muley Twist Canyon. Our packs are very heavy. They may not look like it, but they are dense.
Beefy boys. Well, it's thundering all around us. Check some of the weather and maybe some rain today, tomorrow, and then a lot on Saturday morning. It hasn't really rained this spring throughout this area, so it wants to. We'll say that. So yeah, there's some more thunder. Some things are just too big to record.
You look so small.
How do those feet feel?
You know, they're not great. It really just makes me think about why do I do this?
Why do you do this?
Maybe I just like pain. It definitely makes me feel good about myself, I'll tell you that. I think that's why I keep hiking, because it makes me feel good about myself. I do it for the chesters.
And because you love it.
But why do I love it? I don't know.
Well, that's what love is. You don't know what it is. You can't explain it. It just is.
Yeah, yesterday really knocked us out.
We didn't start hiking today till 8:30, and we've done just under 5 miles.
Yeah, numbers aside, we got a pretty big climb coming up and over the red slide into another canyon.
I'm not
Feeling good
excited
about
to
it.
ford 25 miles of the Escalante.
Our friend Caleb in Moab said that the Escalante River is the most beautiful place in the entire world. So we're gonna hold you to that, Caleb. Anytime I feel like the beauty is lacking, I will curse you.
But I could take a nap, let me tell you.
I could take a nap all day. I could sleep on.
I could fall asleep right now.
I could sleep in the middle of the
talking
dirt.
to this video camera.
After pouring instant coffee into my mouth and chasing it with water, I feel a little bit better.
I can't imagine this climb without cloud cover.
Oh man, yeah. Yeah, I've been really happy and proud of us with how we've been hiking the Hayduke so far. Just really trying to keep it on this like even level. We've been chipping away at this real monster of a trail. Doesn't really let up. Not so much.
It's right there.
How do we get there?
We have to go around all of this stuff. Just in time for the rain. Grab my Pedialyte. Look at all the layers we've traveled. Traveled a lot of layers. Saving a sip for emergency purposes.
We had about 50 miles left between us and pizza, but those were hayduke miles. Slow, unpredictable, and there was still the big unknown of the river.
Update. We've just been in the tents playing games on our phone. It might be kind of stopping, but also we need to really stop with the games and get outside. So me. We're headed towards the Escalante River. It's probably just gonna be like a day of good through hiking suck.
We have like this much water from yesterday's ration.
Because the pool was not a pool, it was nothing. There's so much water around us.
We can just lick the wall.
I was thinking about licking the tent.
2 minutes after we left camp, we come across a flowing Middle Moody Creek.
Where yesterday this was all dry and all we wanted was to find the tiniest pool of water. Now we have this.
The time had finally come. Because of the ongoing rain, we decided back at the cache to avoid the slick rock detour around the Escalante River. At the time, the river, compared to the slick rock, seemed like the safer option, even though we were warned it was a terrible 25-mile bushwhack. So here we were, trying to rationalize our decision. It can't be that bad, right? It was.
How the fuck is this easy walking? For the Escalante section, Jarhead's camera was busted. Mine stayed in my fanny pack those entire 3 days. And yeah, sometimes you just don't want to film anything when you're not enjoying yourself.
I try to be nice about every section I hike, but I will say that the 25-mile Escalante River Bushwhack is just not it. Can't find anything nice to say. You're either in this, you're in this,
or you are in or on that other side. Both sides are very choked out. Doesn't matter where you're at. Here, here, here. You just end up like this. Dejected. Sad. Sitting on a rock. Just with your pants, with a giant rip in your pants.
Pants are quickly going to become two separate pieces of fabric.
That's true. Keeping an eye on this, because if these two holes merge, that is a much larger hole. Caleb said this is the most beautiful place on earth.
Fuck you, Caleb.
A lot of Navajo sandstone. It's pretty if you're in a raft, rafting down the river. That sounds nice right now. I can just look up and admire all the sandstone. Be like, wow, this is really pleasant and beautiful. We will bend, we won't break.
We're river people now.
Was it worth it?
Oh, I would have been okay not.
Yeah.
It wasn't worth a pair of pants, tell you that.
It's rumored that a crazy pilot once flew a small plane through the 220-foot hole of Stevens Arch. We felt crazy after bushwhacking for 3 days. With the river finally behind us, we needed a way to celebrate.
How was that?
Great. Morning of our last day of the section. It's huge.
That's what she said.
Thank God we were getting out of here today, suffering only a few casualties along the way.
Good morning. How are you? I am well, except for my shoes.